How do I look?
You look good. You look good.
No, I look.
Raise the camera. Yeah, raise up the camera.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. All right, y'all.
Okay.
Excuse.
Are we
All right.
live?
We are now live. We are now live. The bells are going off. The trumpets are sounding. Mahogany is trying to find her placement and for the show. Um,
Yeah.
but other than that, what's going on, everybody? Coming at you again. We have two Geechee Gullas. We're definitely going to be having this conversation. We're not foreign to discussing with each other. Mahogany had it set up a different way. We haven't done it yet, but we do have some projects that she's writing up for us later on. So it's a team Dread. Shout out to we are definitely Charleston denizens, and this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to be definitely have a conversation in. If you're coming in, definitely say hey, what's going on? Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay says no. Maurice says yo. Jay says okay, bye. Love you, Jay. And Mac Bone says what up, y'all. And we also have it with Sheila E. We're going to pop. We're most likely. Oh, I love you, Sheila. Love you. What's going on, Maurice? What's going on, homie? You already know. We're going to be opening up the panel later on. I know Mahogany said she don't want to stay too long, but I'm going to see if I can finesse her to stay longer. The conversation is this, and I asked that, I asked that question. Is the Freaknik hype really that serious? Is it really that serious? Um, and of course, I add Mahogany Roots. But is it really that big of a deal? Is it really that big of a fluctuation of something that's going to honestly affect people or not? Now this one definitely this is the question that I thought about, I wonder about, and we I got to do some research um on Luke. He said that he recorded some stuff. He's not going. He said if I recorded it, it's my footage. It's mine. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do with it. Other people do not want it to go out. Mahogany said it's not that big of a deal. Me, I'm on the latter. I'm like, hey, it's going to definitely put some stuff out there. So we're definitely joining here with Mahogany. How you doing, Mahogany?
I'm doing okay. I feel so awkward because it's different being on your. Because I'm used to on my channel, it's different. It's like opposite, but I'll try and be comfortable. It's just different. Okay.
You want it to wear? Does that feel better? Does that feel better now? Does that feel better?
Yeah, I'm just weird. Just ignore me. But let's get on with the show. Okay.
Okay. So aside from that, I want to ask you a question, Mahogany. Have you ever been to Freaknik?
I have never been to Freaknik, but I wanted to go. I sure did.
Have you ever been to Black Bikers Week or any type
Yes.
of event?
Yes, and I was going to say it's very similar to Bikers weekend. It's very similar.
If y'all don't know what Black Bikers Week is, literally it's in Myrtle Beach. It is a actually I'll let Mahogany go over. Mahogany, what is Black Bikers Week for those who don't know?
Well, it's like you were saying, it often I think they travel on the bikes, but oftentimes it is in Myrtle Beach. I actually used to stay in Myrtle Beach. And it's mostly I guess it is different than Freaknik. From my understanding, because my cousin went to Freaknik several times, but I was too young to go. Freaknik was more a college thing, and Bikers Weekend it's colleges, but it's other people too. It's bikers groups. And it's just the whole community really having a good time. It's just a good time. You always have people that take it too far, but it's a good time for single young people trying to have a good time.
Okay. Um, and you say, do you think people overhype it to where they make it seem negative or no?
No, I'm gonna be honest. In my own experience, there are some that you always have people that act a fool that go too far. So there have been some bad things that have happened for sure. I wouldn't deny that. Like people getting nude in the street and arrested, drunk, pissy drunk. Yeah, some bad stuff has happened, but that can happen anywhere. You remember the show with Snoop Dogg, Girls Gone Wild? Remember that?
Yeah, they
Same type
got
of thing.
sued. They all got sued in that
Hmm.
one. Um, I've been to a few affiliated events.
Hmm.
So it's I haven't been to Freaknik per se, but I do know of that of the Bikers Week. Um, I do know the Bikers Week. There is that of Daytona, but I can speak more for Bikers Week because that's something that a lot of black-owned businesses go to or
Uh-huh.
vendors go to.
Yes.
You got some people go out there and do shows, hotel parties, and different stuff going on out there. From what it was meant to be, where because they have White Bikers Week, at least it is a thing, and then they have Black Bikers Week. White Bikers Week, Myrtle Beach is predominantly full of with a bunch of white bikers, and they're taking over Myrtle Beach. Black
Hmm.
Biker Week is the latter, where black bikers and their affiliated groups and chapters take over Myrtle Beach. So that is the thing of how it is the layout. If you don't believe me, you can literally Google it. They will show you the pictures and stuff. Now, we're looking at that of Freaknik. Now, believe it or not, Freaknik, as Mahogany said, was originally set up for that of the colleges. Of course, down the line, it done changed up and it went into something different.
I'm sharing the video, by the way.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Uh-huh.
I would honestly, and I'm gonna put it out here. It's going to take away from the judgmental wagging of the finger card.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that. So with the playing the auntie or the mama, or I'm the more respectable member of society, I would honestly say that shit's going out the window. That's going out the window. That you let I'm the auntie type of figure that should tell y'all because it's gonna be like finding dad's pictures of him when he was fucking up or out there smoking crack or stuff like that. Like it's not
Let,
gonna hit. It ain't gonna work for me.
can I ask you a question? Can two things be true at the same time? Like, I think for me as a woman, I think I feel like men sometimes have a hard time understanding because I feel like when they hear the words freaknik, they think that everybody's out there doing the same thing and everybody's not out there doing the same thing. I hope I'm not taking over. I'm not taking
No,
over,
no,
but
no, no. This is a dialogue between us both. I want to
okay.
know. I want to know. Okay, so you saying that you're saying that the women out there were they being wholesome? Were they being clean? Like, what do you
No,
saying?
what I'm saying is, okay, for instance, there were incidences I remember with Freaknik because my cousin went, like I said, but there were incidences of violence, all kinds of stuff out there. Does that mean everybody that went out there was committing violence, that everybody was shooting? You see what I'm saying? It's just like when you go to the club
Okay,
and there might be a scene, a bar fight. Is everybody out there participating in that? I just feel
right.
like a lot of men don't understand when they hear the words freaknik. I think it's just very triggering. Like, oh, all the women out there are freaks. But that's just like saying all the women that go to a club are hoes. That's not true. Some people actually come just to have a good time. You know?
Okay, that is a fair assessment. I can't refute that because everybody who goes to the club isn't twerking or out there for fun. I mean, I've even worked at strip clubs where every female that works inside the strip club isn't necessarily a stripper. Some are cooks, some are just the
Mm-hmm.
cashiers or the girls who
Bart-
sit at the booth,
Bartender. Mm-hmm.
bartend. Like I'm saying, yes, there are people that do stuff other than strip inside the strip club. I'm saying some people actually come there just to eat, drink their beer, watch the game, and get up and leave. What's going on, Juan G's? Uh, as far as it goes for that of the Freaknik controversy. Now, the thing about it is this, and here's what I put out there, because it is going to open up old, it's going to open up old closure wounds. And what I mean by that is some things may be brought out. People could say, well, it's not that big of a deal, it's not that serious, but we don't know what's going to be shown because, and Sir Ism, I could drop it for you also. I definitely want some people of who have time and skin in for it.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
I
want
was
you to.
go ahead, dear.
No, I was going to say you can open up the panel. I was having issues trying to share it, but you can definitely open up the panel. I'm down for
Right
it.
now, one thing is this: it is going to take away the talking point of the white collar and the white collar and the Pookie conversation. So the white collar and the Pookie conversation, the reason why I say that's about to be debunked, especially in social media spaces, is because you can't really tell the difference between a Pookie and a white collar college kid or college dude out there because they just went out there just doing their shit. Just the same way as a girl, she could be going to school to be a nurse, or she just a bust down. I mean, shit, that kind of goes out the window. I'm trying to figure out, can you really, and what's going on TVA? And like I said, this is an open panel. Do you think this can really be taken serious, or it's really not? Like it's something that we just take it as a laugh, or just an old memorial.
So what I think, it hasn't come out yet, so neither one of us know what it's going to be about. But
now we'll do a review.
But from the comments that I think Jermaine Dupri said, or Luke, from the comments that they made, it seems like when he said, you know what, you guys, they're going to be showing stuff that women were doing that was unbecoming, and probably men too. They're going to be showing people sloppy drunk, half nude, twerking, the same old stuff we've been seeing for clout and views. They're going to be doing the same thing, making money off of it. So I'm not really, to be honest, looking forward. I'm not one of those looking forward to it.
Right.
I don't think we need anything else in the media making us look bad. We do a very good job of that every day, day to day. But I just, at the same time, I know as somebody who's been on the club scene, you're on the club scene, it's not always what it looks like. It's not always what it appears like. And I think a lot of men, they just, in this space, let me not say it, in this space, they jump to conclusions sometimes because they have this checklist, no tattoos, no this, no that, or she's this. She can't wear nails. She can't wear lashes, or she's this. And this, everything is not black and white. It's not black and white like that.
Do you think it's gonna break down the talking point of because I'm just saying, like, it wasn't hard to get out there and go talk to a chick at Freaknik. It wasn't hard to get out there. You could have been the guy holding you could have gone out there and hold the camera. They would have came to you. You could have been out there and like had some type of latency of talent. The problem is this, and the thing I look at it for is this. The talking points that are used on social media gets thrown out. Like, especially from that of the 80s and 70s generation of people who are there, you kind of lose me with the, you younger generation are fucked up or crazy or y'all out there doing all kind of wild shit. But I'm gonna be like, well, explain Freaknik because I'm explaining that. Y'all did it. Like I said, I got a whole song I could play for y'all. Hey little mama, why don't you do that funky? Like, yeah, bust that funky. Like, I know all that. I can tell y'all right now. So, and Mahogany, she knows the song. So I do. So there were some pretty interesting songs or playlists out there. I got a question. Would there be any statutory cases possibly brought up?
You never know. It could be. Like I said, even though I never went, we all heard the stories, some of the stories, the violence, people breaking out in gunfire, even people doing drugs out there. But that literally happens whenever you get a large gathering, a group of people. College kids get drunk and high and act a fool. So, I mean, not college kids, but white college kids do the same thing. So, um, like I said, I'm not really looking forward to it, but since it is the buzz on social media, I definitely will be checking into it. I want to say this about um, the older folk. Um, I guess maybe the younger people. I don't know if they would want to see that. Their auntie or so and so shaking ass. But how do they think we got here? We all did it at some point. Our grandmothers did it. Yeah, they were doing the nasty. Um, so I don't know why it's that odd to think that yes, our generation was out there having a good time, having fun. That's how we got here.
Okay, so we should see it as just something of having fun, and we were just out there. Y'all were just out there doing what y'all doing. Now, I want to ask a question. So, if that means like whenever we see, let's say, an image of Nelly Chopper, he got the girls out there twerking and pouring Mad Dog on their coochies and shit. Is that okay? Like, are we fine with that? Like, I mean, they're just having
No,
fun.
I want to make it clear.
Like, what's wrong with that?
I'm not saying that. Let me make this clear. I'm not saying, because we don't know what's going to come out. I'm not saying that bad behavior is okay. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying I think one thing I hate is with the media, when they do a one-sided shot of things. There were thousands of Freaknik was around for several years. Lots of kids came through there, and so everybody wasn't doing the same thing. That's my thing. And I'm sure there are people that are going to get caught, on camera doing some fucked up shit, because we saw glimpses of it on the news, lifting their shirts up, and it's people, young kids being young, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Am I
Now,
answering your
somebody
question?
brought up. No, no, you are. Grandma was twerking in that moo moo. Um, I think that's now. I think that is something I will ask the question.
Sure.
If there is a questionable footage, be a man or woman, is it good? Is it a good enough reason to break up?
Oh hell no. I don't think so. I don't think, and I'm glad you brought this up, because recently in this space, you got people digging up people's history, and I don't know if it's true or not. I don't even want to get into that. I do not care. I'm trying to figure out why these niggas care about people's business. But anyway, if you're with a man or a woman and you love them and you truly love them, their past should not even matter. Because if you would, let's say you just found something out yesterday. Well, guess what? How did you feel about them the day before yesterday? So, that's how I look at it. Um, I don't believe, I don't know. I guess it would depend on what it is. Like, did you commit murder? But if it's not something that's an absolute deal breaker, like, you've done something really messed up, messed with a child or something like that, then, if it's just something where maybe they used to do something that I would not approve of right now, but it wasn't that bad, then, let's move on. Because we've all made mistakes, BMT. So,
Okay,
right?
so okay, and I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying on that one. Like, what's going on, D Scott? Shout out to D Scott. And you brought up a valid point, the body count, but that literally plays into the body count thing. Like, if your girl was doing something or your guy was out there and he was a John, does that discount them if y'all have at least about some years in the game? Uh, I don't want to make the assumption because there's no way your girl just learned how to suck dick and she just was a natural or some shit, or what I'm saying, you guys just knew how to do the proper stroke or eat pussy or some shit. I'm pretty sure somebody probably got to them or taught them some shit. It happens. So
Right.
I'm not gonna judge nobody's path. I don't have no heaven or hell to put y'all in. I know I'm fucked up, so don't ask me now. So for me, I have certain parameter how far I can go. This is why I give a grace period of tell me. Don't let me have to find out. That I'm sorry. That's my ironclad thing. If you fuck with me, nigga, tell me. Like I need to know. Like I need to know. Like I don't want to find, Juju and the gang blowout video. Like nigga, you should have told me that a long time ago. Like give me a fair shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, I've seen some videos out there. I've seen some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, motherfuckers trying to cop to me about that Freaknik is not a big deal. It depends on that of the household. I mean, you can't speak. You really can't. If that's the thing about it, I always tell people, if you didn't go to Freaknik, you really can't speak for Freaknik too much because if you wasn't there, then you really can't speak for the people that were there because you don't know what's on the table. That's the case, and nobody will be freaking out when certain stuff comes up about y'all on YouTube. So I don't want to say it's not because they already got it where people are legally trying to stop Freaknik now because they are afraid of what's coming out. We're also joined here by Auntie. What's up, Auntie?
Hi.
What's going on? How you doing, Mahogany BMT?
What's up,
Yeah,
Auntie?
I was just stopping through and I saw the link in the chat. But nah, bro, I agree with you. If I can just piggyback off just what you said, yeah, if you weren't there, you really don't know. I wasn't there, but I saw like fresh camcorder footage. You
Right.
know, at 15, 16 years old. Like I'm thinking at that age, I thought it was still gonna be around by the time I got, older, and it wasn't. It was gone. Yeah, we were going to Daytona at that
Uh-huh.
point. But yeah, you had to be there. I heard about it from people that were like literally were going. They was on their way the way they used to hype up to go. I know people were like, damn, why are them people in a hotel room because they can only get one room? Not because they couldn't afford it, but because that's all that's available. Rooms booked,
That's
all of that. There's nowhere to stay. People staying in cars, people staying wherever, people getting together. Like it was wild. So I mean, I personally don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm like, look, they had Freaknik. The generation before that had Woodstock. From what I heard, Freaknik had nothing on Woodstock. What's
I
up
hear
with
what you
that
mean. All
documentary?
these videos out there on Pornhub, MakeVideo.com. That's up. I'm gonna tell you right now. And that's very interesting that you brought that up, Faith. A lot of porn websites have changed up their algorithm. Like old videos, like Freaknik stuff, that's just been pulled. I think because they're being snatched up. But yeah, there's a few goddamn sloppy. They had a big sucking contest. It was wild. It was amazing. But I encourage you for first of all, how did you organize a dick sucking contest? How do you pick the person you got to suck their dick? That's that was very interesting. I'm not gonna say people who were in it, but I did see a few of y'all footage. Now, who will I judge? That's somebody woman out there. That's somebody nigga. Freak niggas was wild. Now, what I will say this: one of the things that came out was a lot of babies were probably made from Freaknik. Does the same amount of love and affection still will be applied? You know, if that is, I'm just saying because I gotta be real. I don't think some of you motherfuckers were made out of love. If you were born between 90 and 94, is it R. Kelly, Freaknik, or goddamn gin and juice? Like, he wasn't born out of no concept of love or some shit. I mean, I don't know. Some of y'all are probably struggle babies, but it wasn't like that. I know I was born in the crack baby era, so I can accept my sins and devil and demons. Do y'all think there are going to be some children that are going to now be questioning the origin of their birthing process? You think that's going to cause? But I've already seen the videos come out with a lot of dudes singing about free. What's y'all thoughts about that?
I'll let Auntie go first.
Yeah, that's bad, man. You just gotta just let stuff like just let it go. That was your time. It was what it was. I'm hoping that the kids get together and do something now. Like do something now. They had Freaknik. The generation before that had, all of the other things that they had, and I get it. Generation before that, it was just boring, according to them. They never did anything, which I really don't believe. I don't believe. I'm pretty sure they. Thank you, right there. It was all types of stuff going on, all the way back to the 20s. So this is, come on, like this is just part of life. You know what I'm saying? You have fun in your teens, early 20s, whatever, man. And you get on with your life. I don't think anybody should even really be embarrassed about it. I'm like, man, whatever, bro. That was like 30 years ago. Big deal.
I think it was maybe the 70s. I don't know, somebody who knows for a fact. In the 60s and the 70s, when they came out with like the feminist movement, the second one, the women were walking around topless, and it was a big deal because women were using birth control.
Right.
For the first time, a lot of women. So every generation we have our
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. That's what I mean. Like, I remember when they did damn Woodstock in 1994.
Oh,
like they tried to redo it, and they said that was watered down compared to what they did in the original one. I was like, yo, really? Because you had to watch it on pay-per-view. I'm like, this was watered down. Like, because this was wild. So when I saw this the real camcorder footage, I didn't know like TMZ would be giving out all the money they're giving out today and stuff to make these damn documentaries and everything. Like they're paying a lot of money for it, or else I would have found a way.
Why do y'all think that they are?
And just blurred out some faces.
Okay, so why do y'all think that they are doing? Why do you think Hulu is working so hard to push this documentary? Why do y'all think they're working so hard to push this documentary?
I mean, it's a moneymaker.
Money.
Yeah, it's a moneymaker.
Okay, now
90s culture, bro. That's the last of it, bro. I think that's the last bit of culture that they'll be able to put in a bottle and sell it. Like the last bit of nostalgic culture. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they're going to have to try to repackage things from other decades. But after the 90s, it's over, bro. There's no more. You're not repackaging the 2000s and the 2010s and anything from here on.
So after
it's
that,
all stored in the cloud.
Okay, so I get what you're saying. So at that point, it's fair game. It's already stored in the cloud.
All right.
Well,
let me explain to you like this. Like just like we're on this platform right now. Like everything's recorded. Everything's recorded. Like everybody's got a camera in their pocket now. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like you had to have the camcorder. That's what I'm saying. Just like when I came up here, you said it like, yo, Freaknik, you had to be there. The 90s was the last generation of you had to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's all on wax now, man. Like straight up, it's there. We got CCTV, all types of crazy camcorders everywhere, cell phones. Can't miss it. If not, we at least got audio.
I agree. Like, go ahead.
Well, my question is, what do you guys, since we're all content creators here and in the chat, what do you think? Because lots of people are going to talk about this. A lot of people said they were going to talk about it. I think even Angry Man said he was going to talk about it. What angles do you think people are going to take this in? I'm curious.
I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun to watch. People are just going to watch. Like, it's just going to be funny. Okay. And I think some people are going to get recognized and they're just going to own up to it. Some people are going to try to come out and end up on talk shows and start podcasts. Yeah, that was me on that Freaknik video, wilding out, and start trying to become social media personalities. It's going to be funny.
I do think that's a good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this. So you're right. It is going to split. One, you're going to have a lot of motherfuckers, and I'm going to call their cop, that have never been there. Like Angry Man talking about it, I don't think Angry Man ever been in no fucking Freaknik.
You know he has.
And if you were there, Angry Man, then show a picture of you at Freaknik. And show the picture. Like any of you dudes any of you men that talk about Freaknik, at least, like I can honestly, I wasn't there, but you hear me say first thing, I mean.
You were there, Mahogany?
No,
or you gonna plead the fifth?
Well, I
No,
wanted to go at the time. I was still too young to go. My cousins
Okay.
went. My brother went. Yeah.
Yeah, you were young.
so
You were young like I was.
so it would have been first. Shout out to Faith and Faith Factor. What's going on, sis? First, everybody wanted to be a video vixen. Now everybody wants to be an Instagram OnlyFans model. And see, that's the thing about it. So when it comes to the ladies, some women are going to own it and say, "My pussy, I did what I did. Only God can judge me." They're going to take the only God can judge me shit route. Laying down that cross, bitch. I'm fine with that. That's cool. You're gonna have the bras. They're gonna come around and they're gonna be like, let's try to get over it or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna have the pick me bitches. Y'all gonna be the worst gutter bitches ever. They're gonna start doing a pitchfork. This is why these hoes ain't shit. This is why you can't trust them. Those are the non-select bitches that.
But these women are in their 50s now, BMT. They're in their
It
50s now. Like,
doesn't matter. They're gonna get
come
that.
on.
That doesn't mean every bitch got a man. That doesn't mean every bitch got
I'm just
somebody.
saying these women are in their 50s and 60s,
Bro,
bro.
some of them gonna use it as a pivoting point to try to talk shit like the have and have nots of. They're gonna say like, well, because see all these girls out here for the street. No, just say if you could have been there, you would have been there. You just
Yo, they were in there.
now you're gonna have the niggas. Now, this is where some of y'all, I gotta be honest. Some of y'all dudes were bastard babies of Freaknik. So you can thank Freaknik while some of y'all were born. Now, you're gonna have the niggas that are gonna be mad that they didn't go to Freaknik. They didn't go, they weren't, you know what I'm saying? They just did not go. It was too far away. Fine. Okay. But and if you didn't go, I get it. You want to make your claim, your state about it. All right. But it's not gonna really be impactful because you weren't there. Like, it's one thing if you were there, true. But if your ass wasn't there, like, I can't. Like, I was at Bikers Week. So I was down in the shit. So I could talk my shit about Bikers Week because I was there when the doggone had the contest, when they had the doggone banana eating contest, when we set fire in the hotel, when we were jumping off the damn roof at the pools and shit. I was there, baby. I'm not trying to listen. I'm waiting for my documentary to come out. Like, I already know what the fuck I did, so I'm good. See, that's why I'm like, okay, Freaknik, when y'all see it come out and my shit's gonna be fucked up. I don't give.
I'm just like, look, if you are old enough, like if you were in the right age bracket, like you were in those college years during then, and you didn't go to Freaknik, you're a loser. And I'm saying it. I'm on the record as saying it. That's the only way you shouldn't have went is if you were just old, you had kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You had kids, you had to take care of your kids, or you were just too young to go. But I don't know anybody that was in that age bracket then that didn't go to Freaknik. I'm just being honest. That's where every damn body that was between the ages of damn 17, 18, and like 24, 25.
It is going to be definitely have not type of conversation. I'm already seeing niggas make rap songs about Freaknik. They're pretty good. So, am I expecting the red pill content to rev up? Yes. I am expecting the red pill content to rev up. Now, yes, that is true. They did. Listen, after 19.
That's why they stopped it, right? That plus the other nasty stuff that was going on against people's will.
After 99, they had to stop Freaknik. We were in a year around the 2000 where it was these things right here. It was too easy to start recording shit. And the thing about it was you were catching a lot of teenagers and kids at Freaknik. It was getting too out of like Black Bikers Week for the most part, and BMT Mahogany will tell you, they're very heavy with keeping eyes, even the adults with kids. Now, you get caught for you men. If I said some of you niggas might want to be careful. But if we look at them videotapes and we see a young little broad up in there and you, yeah, man, that's my nigga, I don't want to hear no shit back in the day shit, statutory limitation, motherfucker. So you are gonna get grilled, and you paying people out charge. Now, some of you girls, I know some of y'all little MJs and Mahogany friends that snuck off there and didn't go to Bible study. Y'all little heifers get caught, y'all gonna have a hard time explaining. Y'all gonna have a hard time explaining. So we know there are some statutory babies gonna probably be seen in that film. See, they're gonna have to start finding out. I'm ready. I know there's gonna be some R. Kelly shit.
I know. Had I been 2 years older, I'd have went to the last damn Freaknik. I can tell you that I wouldn't have missed that. I'm just being honest.
So you know you would have.
I was 16. Hell yeah, I told you. I thought I was gonna go. I thought it was gonna happen every year. That's what they did. By the time I was old enough to go to spring break, it was in Daytona. That's where, you know what I'm saying, all the black folks met up was in Daytona, and then it just turned into a that turned into just a money trap. Volusia County, no joke. That's what ended it. They would just catch everybody with some stupid, crazy charge, and then charge you to get out of it.
I will say
and let you leave. Let you leave on Sunday. That's it. Just book you, charge you, let you go.
People who are worried, and I'm gonna tell you who are worried about it. If you're in a fraternity, you might want to be worried because that shit. There's some videos of y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all did some pretty questionable shit. Like if you got a video and damn girl all drunk and y'all holding her up with her titties and shit, y'all niggas probably will be going to jail. I'm just saying, you might start getting your fucking money ready. Some of y'all girls who probably set up y'all girlfriends and shit because y'all want to go on a double date or a double meet up and your girl was down for it. Y'all bitches might be getting a couple too. That's gonna put a lot of people with some lights. Now there were some good shit. Freaknik didn't start getting bad until around the 90s, and that's when they started having a lot of rape happen, and they were just getting out of trouble. I did see. I know because there was a lot of pornos that started dropping out. Shout out to Mr. Marcus and goddamn Little John and Eastside Boys Freaknik edition. I did see the video. It's corny as fuck. I don't want to hear rap songs when I'm watching porn. But you know what? I don't judge you niggas. It is what it is. Go ahead, Mahogany. Go ahead. You got it.
I don't want to vision you watching porn. In my mind, you're sweet and innocent and you don't watch porn, okay? None of you guys watch porn. Okay?
We'll have a drink to Mahogany and
okay. I was going to say that I think someone mentioned it, but I think what's going to be very interesting is maybe the people who have changed their life. Maybe, you always have these videos that come out, right? And then you always have these people that are now pastors, are wives with children, housewives with children. And, those people showing up at the Freaknik. I'm really curious to see situations like that happen.
I want to know how long they've been compiling all of this footage for. Can anybody look that up? Because it's just so much damn footage out there. I mean, I guess no. They said this is just footage from just Freaknik '94, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's still a lot of footage out there. That's what I mean. Like, because every group of people has a camcorder. Like, that was the thing back then. You went down there with your clique, and y'all had a camcorder. That was it.
But they took the best, the most, and that's what I'm afraid of. They took the most controversial stuff, and the nastiest, grossest stuff, and that's what we're probably going to see, I think. But yeah.
See, that's what I'm waiting. That's the thing about it. Like, you don't know what's going to drop, and you brought the point. Like, let's imagine, Auntie, you're doing the marketing, but see, you're the only one who can see what's behind the veil. And I'm curious because this is being done by Disney. And Disney, if you want to drop Freaknik, nigga, you better damn sure make sure y'all punk ass drop goddamn Girls Gone Wild. And so, I don't know. I think they already see it like, hey, show them motherfuckers all fucked up. We already know a few of them are pastors and ministers now. I think they got to get ready like, yo, how much shit are we allowed to show? Because if y'all leave it up to Luke gonna show y'all all out there all kind of fucked up, bro. Ain't nobody safe with Luke. So y'all got the right nigga.
That's what I'm about to say. If it's 94 Freaknik footage, and it's only like Luke's footage, Luke's click, and their camcorders. That's enough to make that whole damn documentary.
Mhm.
That's
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like Luke,
that alone is enough to make that documentary. Oof.
go and sandal up, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and sandal up. I already know. If they had to kick
I'm just
all
saying, it's
of Luke
nothing
Cage
to
out the
be.
damn box.
Hmm? It's nothing to be embarrassed about, though, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. It's nothing to be
Okay,
embarrassed
so,
about. If you
you know
did
what?
it, you did it.
Last
You
week,
you lived through it. You lived through it. You know what I'm saying? If you made some babies, I'm assuming you took care of them and they're all grown now because they were born in 1994. You know what I mean? Like or
last
1995
week,
or something. Like I mean,
now
come
how
on,
do
you're
you,
still alive. So whatever it is you caught while you were out there doing crazy stuff, it didn't kill you. You're still alive. Like,
okay?
I mean,
Now
come on, you
that's
might as
pretty
well laugh
smart.
about it. It happened, huh?
Tonya, now Miss Sweet brought up something pretty Miss Sweet brought up something pretty straightforward, and I agree, but I'm seeing that a lot on, especially on my Instagram and my Twitter. Y'all, please, 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 please. Let me say this right now. BMT is not going to show y'all mamas
That makes
booty
sense.
hole.
They need to sell an uncut version or a director's cut, though. That's what they need to do. I'm looking at
So
Faith's comment.
so somebody she says so people are already who better to tell your truth than you tell yourself, and that's something that Mahogany had already said earlier. Like you're only getting the documentary story, and there are people who are going live and they're doing their own Instagram and Twitter live, and they're like, "Hey, I'm going to let people know what it is." What it is. Faith put out that a documentary is already facing a lawsuit, which is true. I covered that on the root. Uh, you have where actually, and this is very questionable. Where I always wonder where the fuck black men are at in their right mind and shit. You got where more black women are actually compiling together money to sue Hulu about this. The black men, they don't give a fuck. They just want to go see the movie and just get the laughs off. The women aren't going with that. The women are like, nah, fuck that. Y'all can do y'all prison documentaries and shit and show all that stuff. We trying to stop this shit. So there is an aspect of some people are trying to protect their shit. I can pull it up on the root that they already got lawsuits already being compiled. They're going to blur images and just a documentary about the culture. Man, then I ain't watching that shit. If it's just about the culture, that's boring.
Right,
I ain't
man.
going boring shit.
What you're gonna see, just like I think somebody mentioned or you mentioned, some people are uploading their Facebook photos. People gonna start making their own damn documentaries. They got enough camcorder footage to link up with the homies. Like you got yours, I got mine here, and then you probably even gonna see a full motion picture. You'll probably see a movie about it.
Now, I want you to understand this. If you show it yourself, and see, that's why me and Mahogany said we don't know. We don't know. So let's say because of the lawsuits, your scene happened to got blurred out. But then after being there, it's like your parents don't know you lied, but because of your conscience, you told on yourself anyway. So guess what? Now, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? This is why you're seeing a lot of the old footages that were on X and X, Pornhub. Lord knows, boy, I was watching a lot of y'all Freaknik videos on X and X. Don't judge me. They're out there. How a girl fit a goddamn Paul Masson bottle in her ass?
Go
I don't know, but you know what,
Go
baby?
on, no
She did the
BMT.
damn thing. Listen, that's what the fuck she want to do.
That's
I mean,
90s camcorder footage. It ain't quite 1080p. Like,
that was
you know what I'm
they
saying? It
zoomed
ain't
in on her ass.
4K.
They zoomed in on her ass, bro. I know what the asshole in the pussy's like, and that was clearly her ass. She had a Corona bottle or a Heineken in her pussy, so and she was upside down. So yeah, we knew
Man,
exactly what it was.
come on,
So she was gone.
man.
I know y'all don't want to hear that, but that was
I said, I,
freaking.
I,
Now y'all
I
don't
didn't
want to
see.
hear that.
I've seen them do champagne bottles in real life.
So
Big deal. It's all
before
good,
this,
ladies.
before this,
You're
you know,
50 plus
man,
years old. You did some freaky shit in '94. You ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. All right,
if
it's all
you
good. These people wish they had your memories.
Some of them are my age. Like it wasn't from. I mean, I didn't go because like I grew up in a very religious family, and my mom pretty much would not let me leave the house, which is why I
Huh.
remained a virgin until I was married because I was held captive in that house. But no, I mean, I was younger than my brother. My brother was allowed to go with his cousins and
So the
like
boys got
so.
to go.
But
So the boys
they
got.
would be in the 40s, I think. So Auntie, 40s maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
Yeah, I
about to say
mean
a lot of
for
them
but
are.
not
my girlfriend
for
is like
Freaknik
Yeah,
94. That's what I'm talking about. For Freaknik 94. If you were at Freaknik 94, you're likely at 50 or above.
like
okay.
my mom and them.
Or you were there pretty damn young.
Freaknik
Okay.
started in 80. Freaknik started in
I'm not good at
83.
math.
Freaknik. Okay, so
Really?
Freaknik.
That's
Yeah,
holy
Freaknik.
crap.
Oh, girl, listen, y'all.
Real uncussed.
We did not make Freaknik because
That's what I'm
of
saying.
white people.
94 is 29 years ago.
Wow.
According to
It doesn't seem like it.
we got according to the spirit, women aren't logical, but I can't tell though. No, that's the thing about it, Miles, is because the women are more so protective of stopping it. The men are like, it is what it is. Like I think, and I'm gonna say that this is my hypothesis. I'm gonna have another talk about it. I'm
Okay.
gonna milk this shit for what I can. I don't think black men holistically give a fuck about their image anymore. I don't think they do because
Well, okay.
hold on. Let me say what I gotta say on this one because there's so many things out there that you could have literally start silencing, like showing documentaries and trying to say, "Well, look at my tattoos and all my shit." That's not something braggable. Like I can watch the female documentary. They don't be trying to really brag like how the men be bragging about in their. Well, this is prison life, and you just don't understand it. Like the women be like, "Damn, I fucked up. Like I should be home with my kids. Like I did some stupid shit." Versus the niggas be like, "Let me show y'all how many push-ups I can do and some shit." And I'm like, "Nigga, you in jail? Like what the fuck? It's not no win. Like no, like I just don't think like men after being beaten so many times don't really give a shit about their image like that. They're like, damn, like, and I get it, but I used to think like that. Like, I'm already black and young, so they already think negative of me anyway. So why do I give a fuck? Like, versus I think some people are like, no, like, let's not be like that. I do care now, but the women, no, the men kind of accepted that we're the hypersexual, athletic type of mendingos. I think that's what a lot of black dudes like that. Not saying all. I'm not saying AMT things like that. I'm not saying none of y'all think like that. But a lot of men get off on being that mendingo, sexually hypersexual type of uh, 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 item. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women like saying like, I'm independent. I'm a bad bitch. I got X, Y, and Z going for me. You know, like, all right, cool, cool. All right, that's what y'all want to ride. It's like you whether you agree or disagree, but the imagery dynamic is definitely changing. And the fact that a lot like this, I don't get why only the women are pushing at it so hard. And there's more documentation that the women are trying to shut this down. But the men are like, fuck it, Freaknik, let's happen. So I don't know. Go ahead, Mahogany. That's just my take. I just believe
Well,
the women just want to stop it. Go ahead.
I think honestly the reason the women want to stop it, and this is not me taking sides, it's just my honest opinion from the video footage. Like I saw that my cousins and stuff brought back. It was a lot of misbehaving people. Far as the women, far I'm talking about the nudity, even some people performing sexual acts out there. They're so sloppy drunk, and maybe these people have families now. That's what I was kind of hinting towards. These people might have families, different lives that they want to keep secret. And I think the men might, well, the men online, they're just excited about an opportunity to drag black women. And even
Mm.
though we just said that Girls Gone Wild is the same exact thing, if not worse, but they're just looking for an opportunity to drag us. So they're excited. But as far as the men in the documentary, I don't know if there's going to be as much stuff with them. But I do know from the footage I saw, it was always, think about it, when you go to a party, it's always, What?
Nah, I'm laughing at Faith.
Oh, that's
I,
I didn't say
I know I don't think Faith is gonna be on 94, but if we get a hold of 97's footage, we might see Faith.
no. That's like
But it's
that's why
okay. Stand on that shit, man. If you were on that,
that's
man.
why that's why
I'm just
trying to tell
saying
y'all.
these a lot of these people will never have that type of fun. If you had that type of fun and you survived it, you raised your kids, they're productive members of society, they grown, you retired, you chilling. Who gives it that little embarrassment? That's all you got to live with, man. You got the memories of a lifetime. These people have parties on their cell phones and laptops these days. They don't get out of the house.
All I'm
You know
gonna
what I'm
say is
saying?
this.
Come on.
I, so all I'm gonna say is this.
What's there to be embarrassed about?
I'm gonna say is this. If you did pull a dragonfly, if you know what the dragonfly is.
no.
Or
What's
you
the dragonfly?
So a dragonfly. So a dragonfly was like a little. It pretty much was. You would take some pills. You would crush it up. And you would mix it up in the ices, right? And you would blow it around. Like you put it in. You could either put it in the weed or you put it.
We're not gonna ask you how you know this.
No, I have to know these things, but I have no, I have to know these things, but I work in clubs, so like I have to watch my my clientele drinks being made. Like we don't actually they have their own private bars. So when their drinks being made, there's only one girl that's touching the drink. There's only one person moving the drinks around. The bottles are closed. In a certain section, so that way, people do stuff. Now, what happens is, if the girls don't look like they're trying to give in the play, okay, dragonfly the bitch. And when you start doing that, and you start putting them damn, y'all couldn't handle it when doggone, mind you, back in the day, Bill Cosby and doing Quaaludes was a normal thing. Even my dad said that. That was a normal thing. Everybody did Quaaludes, but now that's bad. So whatever happened at Freaknik, if y'all were doing certain shit and y'all were getting high, statutory, bro. I hope to God we're looking at 23 to 94. That statutory shit is still good, bro. That statutory limit is still good. Like, y'all niggas might want to be worried. Like, them girls are blurted out, but y'all ain't blurted out. Like, y'all are fucked. Like, y'all should probably want to get y'all so blurted out too. But hey, y'all have fun with that. All I'm saying, if that girl is drunk or high, nigga, and you got money today,
I'm gonna let you in on a secret, and I'm willing to bet on this, right? BMT, you think I would lose money? I don't think you got one dude in this space that went to Freaknik. Not a one.
Content creator or just chat?
Damn. I'm gonna say content creator.
See what I'm saying? I don't want
you gotta have a channel. You gotta have a channel with some content on it. Yeah. I ain't gonna take no suckers.
I know Wayne, but
I know some people, but they're not listening in this space. So I would give you that.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't say it's nobody. I mean, there's plenty of people that have been there.
Right.
I'm saying that black manosphere algorithm. You know what I'm talking about. Ain't no manosphere motherfucker been to Freaknik, or else they wouldn't be crying about no damn women. Okay.
That's why I don't have no smoke. That's why I have no smoke about that, because they weren't. I don't think any of y'all guys. I'm just being fair. In this space was built for Freaknik.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't crying about no damn women. You went to Freaknik, so I don't believe it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you was part of Freaknik, could you really have complained about the environment or the problem, because you was in the shit of the whole epicenter of, you know what I'm saying, the Freaknik shit. I'm not saying that everybody was freaky out there.
You ain't crying about no damn women. Okay, I know that.
You can't bitch about the modern woman, nigga. You was out there when the baby making was going down. You was out there getting the freak on. So that's why, like, for me, I know I was out there when they were playing Bump a Little Wayne. when they were doing Jay-Z, when they were out there with Outkast, I was all out there with the Love Below. When they were playing all the stuff, How You Make Me Feel, you're out. Listen, I was there. That's why I don't have that kind of energy. But I'm like, you know what? I was there. Hell, I'm still in the clubs now. So when niggas be talking that's why I agree with Auntie. When people talk about the clubs, I'm like, y'all niggas don't even be there. Like, I can take y'all to some club and drop y'all off there. Y'all niggas will stand outside. Y'all just not built. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna, there's a difference between those like Auntie, me, Mahogany who go out there. There's a lot of they even got a lot of news footage on some of the men chasing down women from their skycopter. They were even messing with women who was not even attending.
They had it.
That's when it started getting shut down, when people couldn't control themselves. Hold up. When they started shutting down the streets and stuff, because let's say you grab Auntie's woman and he felt a certain type of way, then he go grab a Glock. Hey, that street getting shut down.
Well, it was that too, but just if you could put Tanya's comment back up there real quick. Yeah, that's another reason why they stopped it. The media got involved heavy. Because word got out. So you got skycopters, choppers, because just like you said, the roads were always shut down for Freaknik.
Yes, they were.
You know what I'm saying? They were always shut down. But once the word got out how wild it was, there was a lot of helicopter, chopper footage to kind of keep an eye on shit. Now they could actually do some shit like that now. Wouldn't be nothing but like Mardi Gras now, because they just got closed circuit TV. But they ain't have that shit back then. It was the chopper. That's the way they kept an eye on the street.
I would definitely say, again,
and they saw a lot of crazy shit going on, man.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, is it going to be some family breaking shit? No. I'm not going to say that. I agree with Mahogany. You know what I'm saying? Mama Mahogany, what's that? Old child hush. That was us back in the day. We were having fun. Shut your damn mouth. I didn't say shit. We went to that little Uzi Vert concert, which honestly, and that's the thing about it, because that's why I knew I was going to get you with that, Auntie, because I know, me living in Florida, my neighbor, the kids, the kids and the neighbors, they would be they would come over and do jobs for me, so that way they can get the money to go to a Kodak Black concert, or hey, Chris Brown is coming in, or we was in Florida, so there's a lot of people, depending on the metropolis that you live close by, the kids will want to go out there to the concert. Like, we have Daytona, you know what I'm saying? We have Miami Beach. They're gonna want to go. And a kid, especially if you graduate, especially if it's around the year you graduate, we know you're gonna act a fucking fool. We already know that shit's coming. This shit gonna go down. Let's see. Sweat said they even got footage of mention. Yep, we read that one. They said just regular guy. A lot of females weren't about. See, and that's very telling. A lot of women that you ask nowadays, they weren't there. So I know y'all like to say a lot of women are modern or going out there. A lot of these women were in the book, or they just weren't there. Now the women that like my mama, she went to a lot of block parties up north. She's close to God and Jesus now. But my mama was out there. She was out there with the hoop earrings, the fro and shit. So Spanish fly use drug drink.
The thing is, where a lot of women are fucking like they fucked up. So the lie is snowballing. They've been saying all these years they wasn't in Freaknik. I wasn't there. I didn't even go to that shit. And there's a chance you might get aired out.
NT is a marketer, so he sees it as a market opportunity. That hey, don't show that footage. Say that for the uncut. That's that girl.
Oh yeah, I'm selling two versions of that shit.
That's what I say. I have to learn how to take NT sometimes, because his marketer version sometimes speaks past that of the code. Now, do you think that for the money, people are going to sell out their morals for the check?
Hell yeah.
What about
I mean, bro, if it's on camera and it's been on camera for 30 damn years now, bro, somebody done seen it already anyway. You might as well. Like you might as well get paid.
What about you, Mahogany? Do you think some women are going to sell out the sisterhood for that type of check?
Yeah, and you know what? The sisterhood, that's more an online thing. These people are thinking about themselves individually and how it's going to affect their lives. But absolutely, you always have people that's willing to sell
Okay.
themselves
All
for a
right.
price. I would like to delve deeper into the conversation. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am.
I have a lag.
No, you're good.
You're
Well,
good.
I would like to delve deeper into the conversation, like
Go ahead.
just because of some of the things I've heard in this space, like almost as if you went, like you're just this horrible person. And I, like I was saying, I think that two things can be true. I think that you have people that went out there and just had a good time, and I'm curious to see what the space is going to do with this, besides try and torment Black women with it. Yeah. Um,
They're gonna tell a lot of y'all got it from your mama. See, there she go right there.
yeah.
Damn, damn,
Hey,
damn,
you
damn.
think Red Pill is going to use it as a talking point?
Hmm.
You
I
think
mean, yeah,
Red Pill's
it'll speak to them just saying that they knew about women's nature. You know, I mean, look, there's a lot of people that want to act like they did nothing. You know, that they were virgins until they were 30, and they never did anything when they were in school, college, or any of that except read books and go to class and take tests. Yeah, but come on, man, we know better.
right.
Hmm.
Right. Like
Well,
I said, I think I might have a footage. They already have a pretty good song that's already starting to buzz around in the Red Pill community. I actually can play the
Oh,
song.
okay.
Let me see. Can I grab it? Yep, I want to grab this song. Um, it's pretty interesting. I just find it interesting. Men are already making music already for the song. It's already starting to get hot.
oh, these people get to relive their youth, man. You know, that's cool. I'm happy
So
for them.
I'm, I'm going. I'm going to go ahead and try to play this for you guys. I'm all for it. Like I guess if honestly, I would say this much for a lot of men. Um, and Mahogany brought up a good point. It's not the end all be all if your girl went to Freaknik or if you went to Freaknik. That's what I would say. So I'm going to go ahead and play the song. I'm telling me what y'all think. This song is dedicated. It's called Freaknik the Movie. Let me go ahead and play this for y'all.
In that movie, you gon' cry like a bitch. In Atlanta, shaking booty while your mom watch the kids on the roof of a SUV with your auntie drinking liquor.
Oh,
If they do it, they'll kill me.
yeah, it's Borgin. It's Borgin heavy.
Yeah.
It's Morgan.
It's
All
Yeah.
right, let me see if I got you. I got. Damn it! I like the song is fire. I want to play this for y'all. Hang on, I'm gonna get it for y'all. I got you. 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 I gotta play the song for y'all. But literally, men are already making Freaknik songs. I love it. So I gotta play the song for y'all. Shout out to
I'll
Kuda.
dance if y'all dance.
Literally,
I'll get up and dance.
Kuda, you got any help with y'all check out? I'm gonna play this song for y'all. AKA it's called Freaknik the Movie. Freaknik the Movie.
You know I got booty shaking.
It's already
disease.
making the buzzes.
Oh God.
You got booty.
I got booty shaking disease. I get up here and dance. Let me see.
Kids on the drink out of bottle
Yeah,
on
man.
Dunn Street. BET, know they both break home. If your daddy watch it too, in the morning he'll be gone. He like Sandra, if I only knew that you did to do, I would never had been they dad. Bunch of women nervous cause they know what they did. They used to get dead, but now they got kids. Who knew that new end up on Hulu, getting felt on by two dudes in the front of a HBCU? Freak.
Yo, BMT. Keep that shit. Don't show nobody that shit in the space. Leave that shit here, cause they gonna be like, look, man, we found Angry Man's Freaknik. We found Angry Man's Freaknik pictures.
Hey,
in video, he got a music video and all.
Hey,
Shout out to AM though.
I'm just
but
saying,
damn, dog, because the first thing that popped in my head, I'm like, that dude looks pissed. I'm like, that guy looks pissed.
Hey, listen, man. If y'all thought Red Pill Content Creators were looking for a new thing to talk to or talk about, they about to get one. I mean, honestly, the most you can do, just laugh, just do like Mahogany, just twerk, have a good time, and just move on with life. That's the most y'all gonna just tell y'all to do.
In '94, they wasn't twerking something. We was knocking boots. All right,
we were knocking
boots. That's what it was.
Shout out to Tara. She's like, she ain't worried about it. I think the thing about a lot of women are probably gonna laugh at it. Like when I saw my mama and Auntie's block party videos, you know what I'm saying? They're out there running around wearing chucks and out there dancing on the stages. They weren't bad. They weren't really bad back in the day. They were just, out there just turning on those water hoses and shaking up. But then again, back in the day, they used to dance. They actually used to dance. But they would get high a lot. They motherfuckers would get high and shit. But those are block parties and shit. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah. Tip Drill was a classic.
It was classic.
I have all those songs downloaded.
You said you wanted to get deep, Mahogany. What was something that you wanted to touch on? That you feel that? Why do you think that a lot of people want to take advantage? But it's cash cow.
Oh yeah,
it's cash cow.
Well, I was saying this earlier on my show that we have things happening all the time, events, really horrific events going on all around the country, and things that we could be talking about. And I've seen it happen many times. And I'm thinking in spaces, somebody in the manosphere is going to talk about this subject, and they won't. Every day, it's the woman, and it's just it's.
What you think they're gonna do when they see Kevin Samuels on the video twerking, on the documentary twerking? Rest in peace. But if Kevin Samuels is at Freaknik twerking on the video, what are they gonna say?
Oh, they'll have a cow if that were to happen.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you see him there. Well,
if
he was on the video or something.
If he was about that type of lifestyle, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna freak out too much about it. I am enjoying watching more so of the freaked out reactions of it. Some celebrities are trying to recreate Freaknik, like
there is no, it's not possible.
Right, that's the thing about it. It was a once in a lifetime marketing thing. Like cities aren't gonna allow y'all to get that up because one, it has to be parking, it has to be city codes, and permits have to be.
Well, yeah, as far as like that, where they, where you drive in, where everybody kind of just drives in. Miami is set up like that. Like Miami's like that for spring break. It's just not black like that. You know what I'm saying? It's welcoming for tourists. Like what they, the mayor and everything tells people, like, look, if you have like an in-state ID, you will go to jail being here for spring break. Like this is for the tourists for this week or 2 weeks, straight up. When the tourists are here, we don't want the locals here. Ain't no reason for you to be on South Beach. So I mean, it can be done. The question is, you would have to have the right city hosting it. I think Atlanta could probably host it now better than they could then.
Now, what about you, Mahogany? What about you? You say that we're not focused on the right thing. we're focused on Freaknik, but not on the right thing. But Freaknik is going to make money. What do we gain out of talking about other things but Freaknik? I mean, even NT as a marketer would say, "Hey, we need to be working and thinking about this."
I'm not saying everybody has the right to do their content and whatever they choose to do, but I'm just talking about our space in general. It's been that way to where I'm really expecting them. Like when that black man got killed by those black cops, there were a few people that talked about it. Information Man, of course, talked about it, and a lot of the people in the Black conscious community, but there weren't a whole lot of manosphere people talking about it. There were a few, and it was a little disappointing because these things, to me, I'm gonna be honest, with all the issues that we have, sex, relations, talking about women are talking about men every day, we shouldn't be doing that, but that's just my opinion. And so for people who want to make money, they're going to make their money. BMT, I have to get up for work soon, but I want to thank you for I go to bed so I can get up for work soon. I want to thank you for doing this show. It's a great show.
Always.
And
yeah.
I plan on coming over more, and I hope you come over to my channel more. There was something else.
No, we just set up something.
Okay.
I would honestly want to set it up towards NT topic that I think you could definitely hit NT.
Mm-hmm.
Is Freaknik the ultimate marketing thing that's a one and done? Like, but I think from you as a marketer, a lot of people say, no, we shouldn't play it. You're gonna look at it now like this is a money gold mine. Like we could sell series and disc collections and stuff of rap and stuff. Like I want to know from your perspective, the Manosphere, can they make marketing off of this? Like the women.
Can they?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If they can get a hold of a few of the people that are shown on the documentary and interview them, it'd be pretty cool. They can make a little bit, bring in some views. But as far as just commentary on it, I mean,
it's not.
I mean, if you're trying to say something new, like if you're actually trying to create content, no, it's not. You're not creating anything new with that. But just to hear another perspective, yeah, you're gonna have to get some interviews or something. I don't think this is a game changer. I think this is. It's just once again they got to tap into something old and bring it back because can't nobody create anything new. That's why they got to remake all the old damn movies. That's why they got to do. They got to do a bunch of stuff. They got to make period pieces because there's nothing cool new going on. Sucks, but that's why I say the '90s is that last decade, man, where you had to be there. Everything else is.
I agree. We're gonna wrap it up.
Thanks for having me up. I'll let you guys wrap it up, dog. Thank you for having me. Are y'all live on 2 channels right now? Y'all live on 2 channels right now?
No, I was trying to do it and I couldn't do it, but I know it's late. I'm a share.
I've never even done it. I was like, give me the option to even share it. When I came up here, give me the option to the blue button's right up here on StreamYard. It just
like if you are what happens so here's how if you are a content creator and like I'm cool with y'all. So if it's like, hey, like we're doing content, like instead of you like, well, I got to clip it and all that shit, the thing literally says like NT just told y'all can literally share the stream and it plays on your channel. Like it's your stream also. So it literally, I tell you, StreamYard's getting, the guy who owns StreamYard, he sold it to a bigger company. The TR got his being like $1 billion, and like what I'm saying, like it's just getting bigger and bigger.
Well, it's 2 dudes actually, two younger dudes. They keep taking on investors, but I recommend everybody like watches the live streams. StreamYard does live streams usually about once a week. The StreamYard channel. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Check it. They do our live streams. Different people break things down. They'll show you how to do a lot of things. Not necessarily. I mean, you got to go on some of the other links where they'll show you how to do edits, thumbnails, work with different programs. Show you how. But I like the live streams because you can go into the chat and ask them questions about things. They'll talk about the new feature. That's how I learned about
I feel so silly.
the shorts but trust me, everybody should, because I check out the live streams, and this is StreamYard. They have like 60, 65 people in the chat, like, watching. Nobody watches it. I feel like such a geek.
No.
I really do.
I think that because you can actually connect and talk to the owners, and they actually teach you as their, mind you.
That's what I mean. You
like,
ask them questions, bro, they'll answer.
They'll answer your questions. They'll answer you real time. So again, I think that'd probably be like if Auntie wants to take it up on the Freaknik conversation about, hey, I don't think you guys who actually been there can actually really blow smoke at the people who actually been there. Like, their opinions, like, they would pull out and make a DVD collection. That shit would be fire. That shit would actually have what's going on DOD.
I would agree.
You know what I'm saying? Bird says, like me, I've been out to Black Bikers Week and I've been around Daytona. So I can talk about that shit. You don't see me talk, like, shit went down.
I heard I went to Daytona. Daytona spring break.
If you weren't there, you weren't there. Listen, I've had it where we got a hotel room with 4 or 5 of us, and we had some mattresses. We put it on the floor. I didn't even know who some of them bitches were that were sleeping in our hotel.
That's fine. I ain't talking about it. What up, Appy? My point is, I heard that they have shit on Freaknik. That's just my point.
No, now Black Bikers
and Daytona was pretty wild.
Black Bikers Week.
What up,
I would say Black Bikers Week. We gave them a run for their money. Now they kind of banned us out of Myrtle Beach for like 2 years because of that. But we're back, y'all. We came back. Aside from that, Freaknik, they were more spread out. So that's what they got us beat. They were more spread out. It was more spreading out to different cities. But if you wasn't really in Atlanta or certain other areas, you really were at the Freaknik Central Hub. You know what I'm saying? I just know a few of my people I do know came back pregnant. So
I don't know why I dropped the link, because I know you said you're about to end.
I know. I'm about to head out. Yeah. Thank you for having me up. I appreciate it. I'm looking for some kind of link. I'm looking for some kind of link or Cash App or some shit, and I don't see nothing.
Don't worry. No, dude. Listen, we just like to just wrap it out with y'all.
I'll be honest. I don't even know who the fuck's channel I'm on. Right? I see Mahogany's name scrolling.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, everybody.
What up, Tay?
So,
and DOD, Affy Kingdom, everybody I just saw. But yo, peace out.
We'll see you guys later.
Thanks for having me up, dog. Now we got to continue this conversation. Definitely got to continue this conversation. Peace out, y'all.
I definitely do. All right, see you guys. Peace.
Peace. Good night.
I think that went pretty